We have completed 25 different neighborhoods or areas of the Snapadelphia masterpiece. We're going to work on one last area on camera in this season. Greetings, nerds. In this episode of Snapadelphia, which is episode number 26, I'm going to be working on the last area on camera that's called Vanishing Village. So, without any further ado, let's hop right into it. Bottom half of Vanishing Village. This is actually going to be the antepenultimate episode of this entire season. Next episode is going to be the penultimate episode, and then the grand finale, which is the grand finale. We're going to go ahead and work on Vanishing Village. We're going to start it off. I'm going to go ahead and mention some of the places that's located in Vanishing Village just to get it over with. Vanishing Village Center is a huge shopping center located in Vanishing Village. It has tons of shops and restaurants. It also has lots of parking lots, just like the reality of the US and Canada, other countries as well, but the US for sure has lots of stores connected to each other in the same area, and it's like surrounded by tons of parking spots. Blinky's Glasses it's just like Lens Crafters. It's an eyewear store named after one of the Pac-Man characters, one of the four ghosts of the arcade game Pac-Man. Blinky, which is a red ghost. I decided to come up with the place Blinky's Glasses because we know Snapchat has the ghosts and Pac-Man has four ghosts. Speaking of Pac-Man, there's a Pac-Man History Museum in Vanishing Village that's located along Vanishing Village Center. I decided to come up with that place because one thing in common, the Snapchat logo, and Pac-Man are designed in yellow, the color yellow, the lovely primary color. So it was definitely my idea to come up with the place Pac-Man History Museum because it has a connection with the color yellow. So yeah. The North Mall in Vanishing Village, it's one of the busiest malls in Snapadelphia. It's also one of the largest malls in Snapadelphia and the largest mall in Snapadelphia. Clyde's Factory, it's a combination of a bar and a public restaurant. It's named after one of the four ghosts in Pac-Man, Clyde, which is it's an orange ghost. French Flies is a restaurant that sells different types of like fries. And yes, it's a pun on it's most definitely a pun on French flies and flies. I came up with that name because most ghosts, they have the capability of flying. So I was like, hey, why not come up with a fancy restaurant name that involves a pun and that has something to do with how ghosts behave.
Then we get French flies, a lovely pun. Lose Your Marbles is named after Jenna Marbles, one of the biggest Snapchat influencers and one of the biggest internet stars. It's an arcade-based game, and it's a video game place. Like, yeah, an arcade game place. It's just like, it's kind of like Chuck E. Cheese and Dave and Buster's. McBride Motel is a motel named after one of the biggest Snapchat influencers, Sean McBride. Those are some of the places I want to mention for the area of Vanishing Village, so I'm going to stop talking for a little bit, and I'm going to let you nerds enjoy the music and me working on Vanishing Village, the bottom half of it. I came up with the name Vanishing Village because in Snapchat, every time you post stories, they eventually disappear after 24 straight hours. So I decided to come up with the name Vanishing Village because of that situation on Snapchat. bottom half of Vanishing Village brought some excitement in me because I didn't feel hot or sweaty on my face whatsoever. So I felt really good. And quite frankly, I didn't have to like stretch so many times. I did sat down and stretch my back a couple times so I could make myself a little more comfortable than how I was. Also, I decided to chew some minty gum just to make myself seem cool. Yeah, cool like that. I can't stop being silly. I know. It's fun being silly. Silliness is everywhere in these videos. Yeah, just everywhere. All over Illinois, all over the ocean, all over the sky, all over space, all over Europe, just all over the world. Aliens bring silliness as well. What am I talking about? Alright, enough talk. I'm gonna let you nerds enjoy the music and me working on the bottom half of the area, Vanishing Village. For the South Snapadelphia borough, I've worked on 9 different areas on camera. East Snapadelphia borough, I worked on 6 different areas on camera. West Snapadelphia borough, I've worked on 4 different areas on camera. And for the North Snapadelphia borough, I worked on 3 different areas on camera. So that's 22 different areas I've worked on camera. I'm actually gonna work on one last area off camera. I won't tell you the name of the area, but I will tell you in the next episode of Snapadelphia, so stay tuned.
Well, you took good care of the bottom half of Vanishing Village. Okay, here is the bottom half of Vanishing Village. I completed half of it. We got these they're kind of like power towers. It goes like this and then it goes straight out. There's a water treatment plant. We got the Khaled River. Here is McBride Motel. We got tons of trees in this area. Here is Copycat Freeway. As you can see, it meets with Reggie Brown Expressway. You get the clover leaves, the exits, and all of these ramps. Or lots of trees, parking spaces. Here is North Mall in Vanishing Village. Such a big mall. We got tons of stores in this area. Blinky's glasses. The Pac-Man History Museum is located somewhere in this little area where I'm pointing at. Here is Clyde's factory. Here's the bottom half of Vanishing Village. Nerds, we are getting so close to finishing this mother trucker. Just look at this. But that's going to be the end of this episode of Snapadelphia. Stay tuned for more content. I hope this episode was really enjoyable to watch. Also, feel free to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out. And I will catch you nerds later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Dork alert!